Hey everyone, this is Lara. Today I'm going to talk about unconditional love. These are actually my private thoughts. They're not private if I'm talking about them right now, but what I mean is these are my actual thoughts on the subject. I believe that it's really important that we love ourselves unconditionally, that we love each other unconditionally, without wanting anything in return, without thinking that we're doing this so we can get that. We're giving our all because we want to, without thinking of anything in return, because really that's what love is about, is giving unconditionally, like a mother giving her unconditional love to her son, to her daughter, a father giving his unconditional love to his children, a daughter to her father, or to her grandmother, a friend to a friend without wanting anything in return. That is loving unconditionally, despite of someone's imperfections, because basically we're all imperfect people, right? Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. That's how we learn, that's how we actually progress, right? With our mistakes. We did a mistake. We actually corrected it. We actually admitted our failures, our mistakes, and we moved on. And tomorrow, we will not make that same mistake because we actually learn from it. Sometimes we make the same mistake more than once, but that's okay. We can't get down because of that, because that's how we have to make it more than once until we actually learn from it. Sometimes we're just in our own thoughts, because of life issues, because of problems that might come our way, and we actually are not aware of what's happening, of our surroundings, of our mistakes that we're making. So we have to do the same mistake again. Well, even if it takes 7 times or 8 times, I'm sure there'll come a day that we will be doing the same mistake again because we actually learn from it. Basically, we're here to learn. We're here to help each other. And not everybody seems to get that lesson, that we have to help each other. Everyone seems to be living in their own island, in their own world, right? They seem to be with paper bags covered, some seem to be like little robots that it's not like it's them that's actually, they're not living for themselves. They're like living for someone else, or someone else is trying to tell them what they should do, or how should they talk, or what should they say, and they don't seem to be voicing their own opinion. And it's actually sad. I'm not judging them. I can't judge them. We're not here to judge each other. Only the higher force, God. I call him God, right? But some people might not want to say God, universe, the energy, Allah, Buddha, whatever you believe in. Maybe that force will actually doesn't seem to that force will actually is the one that's commanding everything. But we're here to learn, right? So we life is really too short, because if you think about it, somebody tomorrow will not wake up to see the beautiful sun outside. They won't. They'll pass away, right? Their life will come to an end. And what's the point of us being mean to each other? What's the point of us being like so angry with each other, so stressful, so mean? Like, not all of us will be here tomorrow, So why not spend time with the ones that we love, and actually show them that we love them while they're alive? Because it really doesn't matter if you got them roses, or red roses, or white roses, or lilies. It doesn't matter what flowers you buy them when they pass away to put it on top of their grave. It doesn't matter, because even though maybe they'll see it, some might believe that they'll see it, but with their spirit, right? Others might not believe that, but it just didn't matter, right? What matters is that you actually spoke with them. You actually listened to what they had to say. You were there for them. You actually gave your opinion. You actually showed them that you care. And it's not like sharing the person with gifts. I'm not talking about material things. You actually were there with them. You actually looked into their eyes. You actually listened to their voice. Like, you held their hand. Like, you spent time with that person while they were alive. You showed that you cared. You didn't backstab them. You didn't get a knife and shoot it in his back. You didn't do anything that was wrong. If you did make mistakes, you owned up to it and you said you were sorry and you corrected it. We all make mistakes. Well, no one is perfect except the force, the God, the high Almighty, up there. He is perfect. He or she, right, is perfect. Now, we're not perfect, so we're here to make mistakes and to learn from them and to move on, because that is what life is. Life is too short, so we have to enjoy it to the max. I'm sure we all have hobbies. We all like to read books and get the knowledge from those books. Knowledge is power, believe it or not. We might want to read books. We might want to write a novel, right? We might want to jump off a cliff. Like, we might want to go bowling at midnight with our friends. We might like to do like sports. Oh my goodness, my camera is alive. Woohoo! We might want to go cycling around the city. Like, there's so many things that we like to do that we can do. So why not do it now while we have the chance? Like, while we still have that energy, while we still have that vitality. Like, the time is near, the time is now to do the things that you love, right? Without no one holding you back down. Like, why you don't live your life for someone else? May it be your children, that's important. But you also have to remember that you have to do the things that you love. And I'm actually learning to do that, I haven't always done that, but I'm learning, so it's never too late. And I know I'm not like 80 or 90, but I'm not 20, I'm not 18, I'm not 30, I'm past that. So there's things that we have to do, like we have to wake up and actually realize that time doesn't stop. So why should we stop? Time does not stop. It keeps going. So before you know it, we'll be filled with white hairs, We can go to the hair salon and change that. But what about our spirit? What about our soul, What did we do? If you look back 20 years from now, not 20 years from now, but 20 years ago, you probably had so much, like, you didn't care. You were carefree. You did what you wanted when you wanted to do it, and you went. And you didn't have to justify nothing to nobody, You lived your life, You lived like there was no tomorrow. But now, 20 years later, you can't just do that because you probably are married, you have children, maybe you have grandchildren, Things are different, Maybe financially you're more carefree because you didn't have that many bills back then, and now you have more bills, so more responsibility. But you've put all your effort to your work. Sometimes you come home when you're not as energized for your family, for your kids, right? You're impatient because maybe that person that you work with was rude to you, but you didn't wanted to tell her off, but you can't, right? Because you work, right? You bit your tongue, basically, right? But then when you get home, who's gonna hear it? Who? It's your children's gonna hear it. It's your spouse is gonna hear it. Is that right? Is that fair? No, it's not fair. Because those are the people that you love unconditionally. Those are the people that you have to love without, like, no boundaries, right? And those are the people that we always treat the worst, right? But it's not fair. And you know what? I know life is not fair. I know. I know that sometimes it's not the right people that get that promotion that we all want, right? It's not like they have the right, they studied, they have the right qualifications, but they got it, you know? But you know what? That's part of life. You didn't get that promotion, you'll get another one, you know? You can't think that you'll never have a chance, right? You always have to think that it wasn't your time yet, but it will soon be your time, you know? I I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. So even the bad, you know, we have to go through the bad things so that we can enjoy the good things, so we can appreciate them, you know. Sometimes a lot of bad things happen to good people, you know. We're all good, you know. I think that everyone is good, you know. Sometimes they just make the wrong choices at the time, right? Because they actually don't think things through. They're just very anxious and they just jump at, you know, even those people that rob the elderly, rob the young people, rob people that are like inferior to them, so they think, right? Because they don't look like they can fight them off or something. You know what? Who knows why they robbed that person, you know? I'm not giving them an excuses. It's wrong. But they didn't think things through. They just went with whatever at the time that they needed to do. And that's wrong, I know, but I'm sure one day they'll learn from that mistake, because mistakes will happen, right? We have to learn from them. We have to own them and then learn from them. You know, and once we do that, we get through that, you know, things will be good, you know. And I wish you all the best. And whatever we're all going through, I know it'll pass, you know, because it can't get any worse. We have to think like that. And everything's a cycle. So whenever we get the bad, soon it'll be our turn to get the good, you know. Peace. All the best. See you soon. Bye.